Hey everyone, I'm Leanne. If you don't know me, and if you do and you're back, thank you so much. I'm happy to have you guys back. Today we are going to be doing another trash tour. We are looking at my trash, we're going through my empties, we're talking about all the products that I've used up lately, what I would repurchase, what I would recommend, if I have repurchased it, or if I found something different. This is obviously a much smaller group than I'm usually dealing with, but I thought this would be a good time to do some empties because it's like a favorites video for me. It gives me a chance to talk to you guys about products that I've used up completely, things that I've used again and again and again and don't usually think about including in favorites videos or just like regular videos just because I've been using it for a really long time. It doesn't really stand out to me anymore, but they are really good products. I wanted to do a smaller group just because it gets crazy when I wait like months and months and months to do empties videos. So let me know if you like this, like a smaller group of empties, or if you like it when I do it like an empties bonanza and it's like an entire dumpster full of empties. Definitely let me know in the comments, but this is how we're doing it today. Where do we begin? Something new. I mean, not something new out in the world, but new to me. I got this body lotion. It's Cetaphil. It's Daily Advanced Lotion with shea butter. It says it's for dry, sensitive skin, and I definitely have more like sensitive skin, but it's not necessarily dry. But on my body, I want the most moisture I can possibly get. That's like a running thing in my life. I like to use lotion all over my body at least once a day, and I've actually really been liking it, but I'm already out of it and I already repurchased it. So I really like it so far. It's fragrance free, which I really enjoy. I don't really need a lot of fragrance in my moisturizer because it's skincare and that doesn't really make sense and that can end up being irritating. But also like if you actually want to wear a perfume, which I haven't been wearing perfume lately, but like all of this to say, I don't like competing fragrances. Why do we need that? I don't think we need that. Anyway, I have been liking this. I have repurchased it. I would recommend it. Okay, next up I have a makeup product. This is a big day at my house. I actually finished up a foundation. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. It is a tried and true cult favorite. I've been using this for a few years now, but typically I don't use it on its own. A lot of times I mix it with another foundation, like a lighter foundation, because this one is heavy duty. It covers it all and it is like a heavier makeup, which is not something a lot of people want, but it stays on through the apocalypse. Like I showed you guys this in my wedding makeup tutorial. I did my own makeup for my wedding. It was in Houston. It was hot. It was humid. It was muggy. It was in July. It actually rained that day. So it was like disgusting. And this makeup stays on no matter what. This is the apocalypse makeup. It just is. But if it's just a regular day, it's not my wedding day, a lot of times I'll mix it with a lighter foundation just to thin it out a little bit and make it a little bit more wearable day to day. But I did finish this one up. I have the color 2W1 Dawn. They have tons of colors available. It's been around forever. It's kind of a love it or hate it kind of thing. Like if you take this recommendation and you try it and you're like, whoa, this is really heavy makeup. Like you cannot say, I did not warn you. I like it. You may not, I don't know. But if you're looking for something that will stand up through it all, try it. Just try it. Next up, this is one of my newer favorites, but I'm loving it so much. I think I talked to you guys about it like a month or two ago. It's the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo, and I'm still loving it just as much as I was then, maybe even more. Like I have to kind of like ration it. It is so good. It smells so good. It works so well. It does not leave any grit or like, doesn't make your hair feel dirtier than it already is. And some dry shampoos do that. It makes no sense. This one definitely does not do that. And this is probably pretty silly, but the way I try to ration it is I always use this on like day 1 or day 2 hair. And then if it goes beyond that, like day 3 or day 4, I use a more like heavy duty dry shampoo like this one, Batiste Volumizing Dry Shampoo. This one is so good. And you guys know I love Batiste, and the price point is a whole lot better than this one. I mean, this one isn't like crazy expensive, but it's definitely more expensive than Batiste. And I've been using this for years and I always have it on hand. But this one, I love the fragrance so much. I love that it doesn't leave any residue or grit in my hair. This one definitely does, but sometimes you need that. Sometimes like day 3, day 4, this is what you need. I definitely love them both and I've repurchased both of them, but like this is the darling of the moment. Like I always want to reach for this one just because it smells so good. Okay, 2 dry shampoos down. Let's talk about a little more makeup. This one is something you've seen 100,000 times. It's the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I wanted to ask you guys a question. So I feel like in the past when I've used up these shakers of translucent powder, I've been able to open the top and get the rest of it out, because I can see there's more stuck on the sides. I just can't get it out. I feel like I used to be able to pop open the top, and now it's like impossible. They've made it where like you cannot get your nail underneath here. And I'm wondering, do you guys have like a secret trick, a tip? I haven't like broken out the power tools or anything like that, but I'm close. I would like to do that. I am one of those people that's like good to the last drop, especially when it's something like this. Like I use this every day. I absolutely love this powder. Like even when I'm like barely wearing any makeup, maybe just a little concealer, I have this on my face because I have oily skin and I just need help. And this is just so good. I love it so much. And I've been using it for years and I just want to use all of it before moving on to the next one. So let me know in the comments if you know any tricks. Okay, here is another favorite. I will always repurchase it. Like I don't see myself moving on. Maybe someday it will happen. But you guys have seen this so many times. This stuff is so good. I just did a big hair tutorial, like actually literally big hair tutorial. So like this hair right here, actually this is like day 3 hair. So not exactly this hair, but I went from wet hair to a full blowout with the waves and the big hair and teasing and blow drying and the full thing. And I showed you guys this. I cannot go without this stuff, and I haven't even said the name of it. It's OI All-in-One Milk, and it's a detangler plus a heat protectant, and it is so good, and you barely need any at all. I have the tangliest hair ever, and it's helped so much. It's so good. I have another one. Absolutely recommend. All right, next up I have a skincare product. This is the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier Broad Spectrum SPF 45. I love SPF. I use SPF every single day, at least on my face. I should get better about putting it on my body. People always say hands, chest, neck, face. I always do face and neck. Chest, hands, very neglected. I could do better there, but I always use SPF, at least on my face. And I've really fallen in love with this one. I have oily skin, and so SPF and oily skin don't always mix. A lot of times it can make the situation a whole lot worse and you get oily a lot faster. And I've definitely been noticing a difference since I've been using this, and they initially sent me this and then I repurchased it, and I definitely repurchase it again. I think it's really, really good, especially for oily skin. Okay, next up we have my self tanner. It's the Saint Tropez Self Tan Express. It's like the advanced 1-hour tan. I did a whole self tanning routine video if you missed that. This is definitely my absolute favorite. Here and there I try different things, but I always end up coming back to this. I wish there was a cheaper one that I liked. I definitely need to get out there and try more inexpensive options, just because I've repurchased this so many times, and like, I don't know, I just don't like being addicted to something that is so expensive and I just keep repurchasing it over and over again. But I do love this one and I would absolutely recommend it, and I did repurchase it, and I don't really see myself not repurchasing it anytime soon. I just love it. It works so well. It doesn't streak on me. My routine is just so good at this point. Like, I don't want to change anything. I make it sound so serious. It's not serious at all. Speaking of things that I cannot stop buying that are way too expensive, the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. I've showed you this so many times. It is so good. I try to use it so sparingly. I'm pretty sure I told you guys this in my like big bouncy waves tutorial. I can't even remember what I called that video at this point, but my most recent hair tutorial, I mostly just use this on the day where I wash and blow dry my hair. And then after that, I don't really use it unless I'm trying to like zhuzh it up and like go out and do something special. But generally I try to limit to like day 1 hair, and it holds up and it's really good. I'm like, when I get my hair done and the girl's like cutting my hair and styling it and everything, she uses so much. It's like you kind of can't breathe. It's a good smell, so it's kind of enjoyable, but you kind of can't breathe. And I'm like, girl, how do you use this much? Are you made of money? But like, of course she gets a discount and everything. Like, I wish I lived that life, but I don't. I do have another texturizing spray I've been mixing in, but this one's really good. I gotta tell you the truth. Next up, this is another favorite, the Bondi Sands Self Tan Eraser. It's the instant self tan removal. It is not so instant. You just put it on your skin, almost like self tanner, but you don't have to be precise with it at all. You leave it on your skin for I think 5 to 10 minutes, and you hop in the shower, scrub down, and it all comes off so much easier. It's so amazing. You can get it at Walgreens. It's not expensive, and it's definitely worth it. Like, I always thought these things were such a scam. Like, they did nothing, because I had tried some before that did nothing. This stuff works. I definitely recommend it. I've already repurchased it, and I can't remember at this point if I had this, if I was using this whenever I did my self tanner routine. That's the one thing wrong with that video, and I hate that because it's such like a perfect routine. I presented everything. I told all of my tips, all of my little secrets that I do. And then this product came along. And this is so essential to the routine now. So hopefully you're catching this video if you saw that video. Here is another product that is not technically empty, which is really annoying. It is one of my all-time favorite lip liners. I have so many of these floating around. It's the NYX Peekaboo Neutral. I've talked about this for years and years, and yes, to this day, I am still using it. I have some other favorites that I use more now, but this one is a forever favorite. I will always go back and fall back on this one. Plus, it's drugstore. You can find it at Ulta. You can find it, well, sometimes you can't find it. Like NYX always seems to be super sold out. Do you ever find that, or is that just like around here? I don't know. But look at this. It's not half the size of my pinky, but almost. It's basically the size of the cap, which once you get to that point, isn't this kind of like technically an empty? I don't know. What do you do when you get to this point of your lip liner? It is that good. I've been keeping this around for so long. I guess it makes it like a travel size liner. I feel like guilty throwing that away. I feel like I shouldn't. Anyway, let's not talk about my hoarding tendencies. This is some Dr. Bronner's soap, the peppermint. I love this stuff. I've used a million bottles of it. I've tried every fragrance. I like the almond. I like the baby unscented. I like this one. I like the citrus. I love it. Grant went and bought some for me. Like he was going out and he's like, oh, do you need anything? And I said I needed some Dr. Bronner's. And he brought back some kind of random brand. It was like another brand of the same thing, basically. It's like dripping all over me suddenly. Anyway, he bought me some other random stuff and I was like, what? Why would you do this? Why? All I want is Dr. Bronner's. I don't know why. I'm addicted to just this brand. I don't want another brand, but I've been using another brand against my will because he brought it home and I'm not gonna just not use it. You know what I mean? Anyway, we have a travel size of this. I mean, it's just like, you get like 2 uses out of that. The travel size is so annoying. Don't even go there. Okay, next up, you've seen this 100,000 times. I've been using it for so long and it is so good. It's the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. I feel like this stuff like transformed my hair. They say it's a mask, but I basically just use it like a conditioner every time I shower and it's, oh, there's like nothing in here. You see, it's like scraped clean. Like I licked it clean. I didn't lick it clean. But like I said before, good to the last drop and I can still smell that Amika fragrance. Oh, it smells so good. Next up, I have another tanning product. This is the Isle of Paradise Self-Tanning Drops in Dark. I love this stuff. I wish it came in a larger size because I used to just use this for my face and mix it in with my moisturizer when I wanted to like have a little tan on my face. Like if I was like not gonna be wearing makeup or I'd just done my self-tanner or something like that. It was just like whenever the mood struck me. But lately, I've been using this to kind of bump up my like all over tan. So I'll do my tan one day and then the next day or the next day, I'll mix this in with my regular body lotion, just a few drops in each section, and it bumps up my tan a little bit. It doesn't make me smell. It's not like uncomfortable or gross. It doesn't get on your clothes in any way. And it just bumps up your tan a little bit and it's so easy to use. So I've been going through it a little faster than I was before and I have repurchased it. And I would definitely recommend it. It's really good. Next up, we have my face moisturizer. This is the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. We're getting to the end of the video here. It says it's ultra lightweight. It says it's for PM because it doesn't have any SPF in it. The AM version does, but a lot of times I use this AM and PM and then just add in a separate SPF. I really like this stuff. It's fragrance free. It's lightweight. I don't feel like it makes me really oily or greasy. It sinks in really nice. It's good. It's from the drugstore. I like it. Okay. Not a drugstore product. This is the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. And I definitely like this serum, but I feel like I never like fell in love with it. And with Drunk Elephant, for this price point, I feel like you really need to fall in love with it to repurchase it and use it every single day. Like it's really nice, but I do think that you can find a hydrating serum that is gonna do something similar. So like I love Drunk Elephant and I love to try all of their new products, but I'm not gonna recommend something that I feel like you could find something else at a lower price point that will maybe do the same thing. So I liked it. I wouldn't say don't use it, but I haven't repurchased it. Okay, next up we have 2 brow products. First up, my favorite that I've been using steadily for months. This is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow in medium. This is definitely my go-to, whether I use pencil underneath or not. This is the pencil that I was using for a while, and I actually really miss it because I've been trying different things since I ran out of this one, and I really like this one. This is the Brow Styler by Benefit, and it's in the color 3. It actually has a pencil on one side, and then on the other side, it's like a powder product. It's just kind of messy and way too powdery, and I just didn't really like the look. It made me feel like I had a very blocky brow, and I try to stay away from that since I don't really do very much brow maintenance at all. So I like to just do a little bit of pencil and then go in with this Easy Breezy Brow. It's so good. I love how much volume it gives my brows, and I love the pigment. Okay, the last thing I have to show you is this R&Co Television Conditioner. I talk about the R&Co Television shampoo all the time. I've gone through so many bottles of it, but I don't know if I've ever talked about the conditioner. I think this is the original conditioner bottle that I got with my first bottle of the shampoo, and it's taken me this long to actually get through it. It's good, but like it doesn't blow me out of the water. Like it's nothing compared to this nourishing mask. And so I just kind of always forgot that I had it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not, because this is my tried and true favorite. But the R&Co shampoo, absolutely. And I have repurchased it. I actually finally just went for like the big like salon bottle, like the one that is way too expensive that I'm kind of embarrassed that I even ordered. But I love it, and I had to do it. I had no choice. Anyway, that is my trash tour. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of my empties, all of my products that I used up. Hopefully you found something you're interested in trying. I will put links to like the highlight products, like the favorite products that I really love and recommend in the description in case you're curious. Definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you are, thank you so much. You are my people, and I love you. You can also find me on social media everywhere. It's LeighAnnSays. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone. Body moisture. Well, that sounds so weird. Body moisture. Why am I... Ugh, I got soap on my lips. Ew. And I'll see you guys next time. Why did that come out so weird? Bye. Bye.